Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so I've actually been wanting to do this video on these two particular fragrances for the last 2 weeks. I've just been on the fence with them because I wasn't really sure about the performance. There are about, I want to say, 7 different same makers, same house, same everything, but 7 different notes and 7 different bottles of this particular fragrance. And again, these are these fragrances that just show up in Marshall's, TJ Maxx, those off-brand fragrances that God knows who makes them, you know what I mean? I just call them like Marshall's and TJ Maxx rack store brands fragrances, right? So me and Russell from Outlaw frags, we've been back and forth on he's been trying to get his hands on these particular fragrances, and I'll show you in a second, and he couldn't find them, and there were plenty of them in the Washington DC. This is where I live, in the DC area. And so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna review them, and then I'm gonna ship them out. Shout out to them. If you don't know who they are, or if you, please subscribe to their channel. I'm gonna leave their channel in the description. Really cool, outgoing, very, very knowledgeable when it comes down to fragrances. They hit the nail on the head from the performance to the notes. They get everything correctly. They're one of a few reviewers I follow and talk to, and trade fragrances, trade notes, and just whatever, everything fragrances. So I'm gonna leave their channel in the description below. Go check them out. Really cool channel. All right, so with that said, I am gonna do a review on these, and then I'm gonna send them out, and hopefully in a week, not even, they'll get it, and hopefully they'll drop their video on these particular fragrances as well. So the fragrances I'm talking about, the house is called Distillery General, and I picked up the 2 main ones that I believe are that perform good in this whole line, and that smell good and whatnot. So all right, so I got Distillery series. I got the tobacco and I got the amber. They also have a one that's called Earth. Okay, that one is really good. That's more freshy. These right here, they fall in the fresh. The tobacco one is like a fresh, warm fragrance. This one is a fresh, spicy fragrance. Spicy warm fragrance. I'm sorry, not fresh warm. What am I talking about? Okay, so let me just so I don't lose track. I'm gonna start with the tobacco, okay? And I try to look online. I don't think nobody did a review on these yet, so me and Outlaw frags will be the first ones, I think. I'm not, don't quote me on that, to really go in on these fragrances. All right, so there's about 7 other fragrances, and they look like, really, from the bottle, from the whole label, it really looks like niche quality, well made. Like, I love the way the bottle looks and everything. But again, it's the juice that counts for me. Okay, so we're gonna make this really short and sweet. So this right here, this particular one, has cardamom, magnolia, and vanilla. It says it right here in the front. It really smells like a pipe tobacco, or better yet, have you ever smelled like skull, like the dipping tobacco that people, that's what I get from this, okay? You do get the cardamom, you get the magnolia, but I don't smell the vanilla. Maybe, that's just from my nose. I don't know if Outlaw frags, you'll get their opinion when they drop the video on these fragrances. But for me, this one more nighttime, maybe a date fragrance, going out, that whole festive, it's a festive vibe, very different. This one and amber are ones that I never smelled anything like. There's no fragrance out there that I know of that I can compare it to. But again, really different on the fragrance, on the scent. It's a 10 out of 10 because being different. The smell, again, it's a going out at night, very warm, spicy, tobacco-y, pipe tobacco, skull, in a good way, like skull dipping tobacco, pungy smell in a good way. So that's that. So this is, if you see this, definitely pick it up. The projection on these, I say they would fall in the category of John Varvatos. It's more of a personal scent. They don't project on my skin. I didn't get any compliments because I did try them out before, like 2 or 3 times, just spraying them in the store before I buy them. Sometimes I do that if they're open, and most likely you will find them open. They don't usually have them locked or anything. So that's that. But definitely, if you see tobacco, it's definitely a John Varvatos. They don't smell like John Varvatos, but I'm talking about their scent. It's more of a personal. Probably you get like a good 2 hours projection, but like a close encounter projection. Okay, does that make sense? Nothing that if you're in the market for something to get you compliments, pass on it. You're not gonna get noticed. But it's a great non-offending close encounter fragrance. Okay, so that's the tobacco. All right, so amber. Okay, amber is actually a fresh, spicy. Let me show you. Bottle. Again, it's a really, really good looking. Really good looking bottles. They'll look good on a collection or something like that on your, especially if you get like 3 of them. But this is more of a fresh, spicy. There's no other fragrance I can compare it to. It has patchouli, amber, musk. Definitely it's musky. The patchouli, it falls under fresh, spicy. Okay, definitely another close encounter fragrance. Mellow, nothing that projects or anything. Maybe if you're, it depends on the situation. Honestly, if somebody's really close to you, if you're talking, or if you're on a date or something like that, I would wear this on a date definitely, because it does have that spicy element that really gives it like, and a different element in a good way. So that's amber. If you see either, and I'll tell you, if you see the tobacco or amber or one that's called earth, those are in my experience with these fragrances, those are the only ones that really smell good and smell different, and and you'll be pleased. From my experience with these fragrances, I would say I'm pushing it here 2 hours, close encounter projection. It's nothing really good on performance. Again, it's if you don't, it's one of those fragrances if you just want something, not to offend anybody, but you just want to smell good. Okay, they're $12.99. It's just $12.99. It's a pack of cigarettes and a coffee nowadays, so it's really nothing. And that's that. And I can't wait to see Outlaw Frags review on these 2 fragrances. Again, I'm gonna leave their channel in the description. Go check them out, and I'll get them out. I'll send them out tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow with my other fragrances, and we'll go from there. So that's my look. For me, I'm more of I want to get noticed fragrance. I want to get noticed kind of guy. So they're not for me, but when it comes down to the scent and the scent, really good. Performance, it depends on who you are. 2 hours projection, 4 to 5 hours longevity on skin. And that's that. So if you have any questions, if you feel like I missed anything on these particular fragrances, please comment down below, and we'll go from there. All right, love you guys, and I will see you on the next. Take care, everybody. Good night.